Hello there everyone and welcome along to the next installment of our F1 2019 career mode here with Racing Point team, and it's episode number 27 for the Spanish Grand Prix. And you can see we got both of our upgrades, which is about darn bleeding time, and the weather's going to be looking pretty good, I'd say. So no threat of rain, no threat of anything. We got this. There is our contract, and what a lovely contract it is we can negotiate too. So level 2 on the MG UK, and we got the front cone nose structure. So now we can really start delving into some more minors here for the chassis. Third worst chassis behind, in front of Alfa Romeo and Racing Point. Sorry, Toro Rosso. We have Racing Point. Hello. Durability might work on that a bit, but we've got aero, so we're still second best. Let's look at the championship, shall we? And 4 wins out of 4 sees that we are top of the championship, almost double the points of Sergio Perez in second place, followed by Lewis Hamilton, Devon Butler in his Ferrari. That's impressive, tied with Valtteri Bottas, Kevin Magnussen, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Alexander Albon round out your top 10 in points. And in the Constructors Racing Point, we are racing away with it. Head of the Mercedes team, then Ferrari, Haas, Red Bull, Williams, Renault and McLaren. Still yet to score both Toro Rossos and both Alfa Romeos, as well as Lucas Weber, I do believe, because Nico Hulkenberg got a nice fair chunk of points from Azerbaijan, and it was well deserved as well, because he raced a fine race. Did Nico. There we go. Still 5 people to score. Weber, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kvyat and Kimi Raikkonen. I don't see the Toro Rossos or the Alfa Romeos scoring anytime soon, if I'm being honest. Not unless we have a multi-car pile-up. With Monaco the next race, that could happen. So guys, we're going to go get practiced around the Circuit de Barcelona-Cataluyna, and then we're going to get qualified around this bad boy. And as usual, we're going to see you guys on the other side of this for the Spanish Grand Prix.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. The Circuit de Barcelona-Cataluyna, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about Paul. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Paul completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Sergio Perez and Butler, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Vettel and Kevin Magnussen, Weber, Albon, George Russell and Norris, Grosjean, Verstappen. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Daniel Kvyat and Antonio Giovinazzi, Stroll and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Excellent job yesterday. We qualified above expectations. Let's go out there and put in a performance.
Yeah, well, there's a shocker turn up for the books. It's only P2 for us on the starting grid today. Hamilton put in an absolute blinder in qualifying to Nick Pole offers. Fair play. I give him full respect for doing that. It will come back to haunt him in the race. That I will promise you. So let's take a look at the strategy, shall we? And it is a one-stop strategy today. well, it always will be a one-stop strategy, going from the softs to the mediums. Quite like this idea of that, because our medium pace was flying. It was properly good. So, without further ado, let's get out there. Let's try and beat that silver car at the very front, shall we? So here we go then, folks, for the running of the Spanish Grand Prix from second position on the grid. You lucky shit, Lewis Hamilton. 5 red lights around, it's lights out, and away we go. And we get the usual awful start that we get. We're under attack. Remember, one of the 2 horses are past us. So is our teammate, and up the inside, excuse me, coming through. Ping pong, bang bang. Oh, there's a lot of sparks flying there. I wonder who all that's come from. Well, we don't know, but we're in P3 at the moment, chasing after, I believe that's Leclerc in second, with Lewis Hamilton in the lead. Who's behind us? Bottas, Perez. I think that's Butler. One of the Renaults is back there. It'll be interesting to see who that is as we go through turn. Oh, that was a bit tight there, but we're chasing after Charles because we want that position, and we want it in the worst way. And I'll tell you now, we want this in the worst way. Coming after him. Come on, Charles. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, we got really close to Charles there. Any closer, and we'd be able to tell you the name and of the person that made his gearbox, which is probably a fat man named Les. It probably wasn't actually, but you never know with Racing Point. Sorry, not Racing Point, with Haas. Actually, no, it's probably a fat man named Jeff, being the American team. As Lewis Hamilton obviously sets the fastest lap of the race, we are not too far behind Charles Leclerc. We're really close. We get awfully close to the beginning, turn 1 and through turn 2. Now around to turn number 3, and we can just carry a little bit more speed, but that speed sends us wide out onto the dirty stuff. Through turn 4, fastest. Well, it's not fastest first sector, but it's pretty darn close, I would say. And then into turn 5. Turn 5, nice and easy. Turn 6 is hardly there. Into turn 7, then turn 8 is right behind it. This almost flat turn 9. Oh, wide again. Car getting all squirrely and out of shape as we see who's this. That is Max Verstappen, who really had a bad qualifying. He's about to take P16, I believe, off Tony Giovinazzi. Are you there, sir? You might be. You might not be. Round the inside, Giovinazzi though holds his ground. He's going to hang it there, but Verstappen's got him and move him up a position. As we start lap number 3 with Bottas being chased down by Perez. No DRS yet because they're not activated, but they'll have it next time by. And look at that. Easy as you like into turn 1. Sergio Perez into P4. He wants to come through the field, and he wants to come through pretty quickly as we go back down the field to Tony Giovinazzi and Daniel Kvyat for P17. So around the outside for Daniel. Turn 1 and then turn 2, he's got him as he not quite picked turn 3 side by side still. That's some good racing there, but Danny's got him, and P17 for the Toro Rosso driver, who may lose out. Giovinazzi may lose out to the other one, Lance Stroll. Where did Hollywood Lance Stroll come from? He's trying to Hollywood move. That's never going to work. And I think Giovinazzi will just hang him out to dry. No, he won't. He won't hang him out just yet. Well, he might do in turn 7. Going through, and that'll be job done. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Whoa! It's Raikkonen. Did you see Raikkonen? Raikkonen thinks he's gone to a gravel stage in the hills of Cataluyna. This isn't your rally car, Kimmy. Get on with it, son. As we go over. Oh, that's a horrible corner. I'll tell you now, it's really horrible, folks. It's worse than it actually looks as we come through the final corners. Charles Leclerc in front of us, Lewis Hamilton in the lead. Oh, wow. Oh, dear me, what did we do there? I tell you what, we got a run! Go on, side by side with Charles Leclerc down the main straight here. We almost bang wheels. That is incredible, and we've got him. We have got him. What a run through the penultimate corner. That was fantastic there. I really appreciate that one. Let's see if Stroll can get past Giovinazzi. Oh, easy. It should be easy. I think Raikkonen's going to come with him. And Giovinazzi's going to have to go from 18th to, well, last. Well, but he's not going to make it easy for Kimi. No, Kimi's got him. I think they need to get rid of Giovinazzi to Alfa Romeo because he is not doing anything. He's doing the combined total of you-know-what. And speaking of doing the combined total of something, Lewis Hamilton, hello, how you doing? You're in front of us. We kind of need that position if you don't mind, because we're going for 5 in a row. Last time someone did 5 race victories in a row, he went on to win a dominant world championship in 2004. Do you get the picture, Lewis? I think you do. So, we are Michael Schumacher. You are... Who was his championship contender in those days? 2004. 2004 would be... Montoya. So you are Juan Pablo Montoya. I am Michael Schumacher. You will give me that position, and you will give me that position quickly. But if you don't, I'll slap you. Whoa! That's Grosjean getting it all out of shape there as he's under... Was that Ricciardo? You can't tell with these Renaults anymore. Oh, that's it. That is Grosjean. He's just past Lando Norris for P14. So where the hell's Ricciardo gone then? I haven't a clue with that one as Raikkonen lines up Hollywood Lance Stroll down the main straight. They've dropped Giovinazzi, as you can see, and Raikkonen's easily past Stroll. He's strolled past Stroll, and that is P18 for Kimi. Nice and easy, nice and serene for the Iceman. As we get ever closer to Lewis Hamilton, we're setting 2 greens. Can we set a purple final sector and take the fastest race lap from the 6-time champion? He's 5 that he won. As whoa, big slide fruit! Oh, good lord! I'm going to need a clean. Jeff, this is Ian. I'm going to need a clean pair of shorts when I come in for the pits next time. And we're also going to need to see what Charles Leclerc is doing, because he's about to pass us there. Well, that was a good move, Charles. Except I like a late move on the brakes. Oh, we've got it all wrong. Are they going to let us keep that position? I think they are. Thank you, Mr. Race Director. We are willing to give it back if you want us to, but obviously you don't want us to give it back, so that's fine, fair enough. We didn't get the fastest lap, and no wonder with that big power slide through the penultimate corner, as we see Raikkonen being hunted down by Stroll. He's really being hunted down. Oh, wow, Stroll's going for the inside of turn 4. Excuse me, I'm coming through. Do you mind? Obviously, you don't, because I've just took P18 back here. Caught the Iceman napping. Yeah, the Iceman cometh now. The Iceman's gone to sleep. As we fling it over that little kink, and now through the hairpin at the top before we come into this horrible twisty stuff. We need to get right back on Lewis Hamilton's case. And we need to get there quickly, as we have got it all wrong in the chicane. And we're going to pit. Get these tyres off, because I think we've had enough now. So this is probably a couple laps earlier than we wanted, but these mediums we're putting on, we should last a while. So into our garage of 22 men holding rubber, and off they go. Ooh, we just got out in front of Charles. Is that Charles or is that Bottas? I think that's Charles, because Bottas might still be out on the track, although we haven't seen much of him because he's too busy fighting with Sergio. We've come out in front of Toro Rosso there. I think that was Danny Kvyat. As wow, Giovinazzi's passing Raikkonen. So maybe the one with the problem isn't Giovinazzi, maybe it's Raikkonen, because he was god-awful slow. As Leclerc lines up Giovinazzi. Sorry, Daniel Kvyat for P12. And he's looking in his mirror all the time, and he's got him. So that's fair play. And just a little further backwards from that, it looks like Butler is about to pass Kimi Räikkönen. They caught Räikkönen pretty quick, didn't they? That was pretty quick of them. Maybe Räikkönen does have a problem, but here's Lewis Hamilton. He's coming in for his pit stop now. And let's see what Lewis does. See if we got the undercut on Lewis as he gets the medium tyre on and he's off away again. Good move there. Now that wasn't us. Who was that? I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was either. But that's one of the McLarens. So where are we? Oh, there we are. We're not too far behind him. Oh, we're right in his gearbox. We are right there, folks. Oh, look how wide we've got to try and catch up with him. That's not going to do our tyres any favours. In fact, probably going to do our tyres no favours at all, as we're happy to sit here with no ERS and just absolutely gun the hell out of him. Just hold on as best as we can. So we got, how many cars we got in front of us? We've got 2 cars in front of us. One is a McLaren, which I assume is Lando Norris. So who's the guy in the lead then? It looks like Magnussen, because I've just seen a silver car on the car. So it looks like Magnussen's leading from Lando Norris. Or is that Lucas Weber? It's one of the two. Let's go with one of the two and then go from there. That's I think the only thing we can do is Kimi. What is wrong with Kimi? That's what's wrong with Kimi. Yeah, that's what's wrong with Kimi. Something's failed on his car. Oh yeah, look. Did you see his suspension there? I think he's had a suspension failure. Oh, that's nasty. Especially through turn 9, as George Russell and who is that? That is Max Verstappen fight each other for P17, and that McLaren's going to get in the way. 3 wide almost into turn 1, and Verstappen's come out of it with the smelling of roses. Not that that's to be proud of, because you're fighting George Russell, who's about as good as watching wallpaper dry. Paint dry, I should say. But, oh, another big slide. That turn always gets you for slides as we fling it through turn 9, approaching the caution area where Kimi's car is. There he is. Now we're right on the back of Lewis Hamilton here. We've set another green sector. Will it be our fastest lap of the race? I hope so, because we need to get on with it, and we need to get on with it pretty quickly as we fling it into high ERS mode. And now through the chicane, there we go, that's how it's done. Into overtake mode, we're going to have DRS as well. As we go down the main straight here, we're catching him. We're catching. Where are we going to go? We're going to go outside. Oh, it's brilliant move, swoop around the outside, and Lewis had to slow down on the apex, really pinched into the apex there. That was fair in love and passing him. As Butler gets ready to be passed by Nico Hülkenberg here for P6. And then Hülkenberg's going to do what I did, swoop around the outside, is he? No, he's not going to do it as good as I did it, but he's certainly going to go up the inside of turn 2, and they're still going to be side by side, but I think Butler's going to get that in turn 3, and Hülkenberg's going to have to sit back in the position he was in and just hope that he gets another opportunity. As we go to Russell, George Russell with Lando Norris. That's who the McLaren car was. This is now for P15. Now that all the pit stops have cycled through, and Norris is straight past Russell like he wasn't even there. Oh, but he locked up and almost lost the position back. So P15 for George Russell as we set purple first, purple second. Can we finish it off with a purple last sector as we come into the chicane? Over the curves, clunk, clunk. That is really a horrible chicane to get right, and it's going to be a new fastest lap, a 1:20.2. Woohoo! give Hamilton something to think about as Butler and Hulkenberg continue this fight for P6. Lord knows what they're doing is Hulkenberg's going to go the outside again. Kevin Magnussen's in close attendance there. Let's see if Hulkenberg can get the job done now. No, he can't. Devon Butler's really getting through that second section of corners pretty sweetly. And it's no problem for him, really. So we go back to the fight of the GP2 drivers, Lando Norris and George Russell for P15. This time I think George is going to pass Lando like he was standing still there. Look at that. Well, got that done earlier as well. That's that Mercedes horsepower. Brrr. Mercedes horsepower and everything else in between. Now, what do you want to do, Lewis? Would you like to do this the easy way, or would you like to do it the hard way? I can do it either or. We can have fun, or we can sort this out by you staying back there. And believe me, if you stay back there, you're staying there for good. You're not going anywhere, and you're not going anywhere near my lead. I will make sure of that one. As we come across start lap number 12. And speaking of lap number 12, I think Devon Butler has dropped Nico Hulkenberg into the clutches of Kevin Magnussen for P7. And here goes Magnussen to the... Oh, he fought inside. He's faked him out to the outside. Outside doesn't generally work. But K-Mag's going to make it work. And thank you very much. Not quite. Yes, he is now P7 for K-Mag against Nico Hulkenberg. As we go back to this lovely fight to see who can get who before the first corner first and quickest between George Russell and Lando Norris. And at the moment I think George is winning just from Lando. That's a fight that's going to be going all race long, folks. All race long, and we ain't got a lot of time to cover it. As we go into turn 10. And now coming up, turn 11 there, that's a horrible one. Then turn 12, nice and easy through the apex. And then this horrible 13, 14, 15 sequence, which really shouldn't be in the circuit. But, oh no, we had to promote overtaking into the first corner, didn't we? It doesn't promote overtaking into the first corner, it promotes bollocks. That's what it promotes. As we set the fastest last sector during that slow lap. So maybe we've got something for the fastest lap if we choose to have it. As now Magnussen's free from Hulkenberg. He's having to go at Devon Butler. Go on, K-Mag, get that done before the first corner. Good man. P6 for K-Mag. Dear me. Oh, here we go. And the Williams Mercedes is about to pass the McLaren Renault for P15 yet again. Oh no! Very late from George. And no wonder that Lando's kept that position. Fair play for trying that move, but it just didn't work for you there, did it, Lando? Sorry, George. Well, I would say it didn't work for you, but then I'd be lying. I'd be lying out the back of my teeth as well. As we go through turn 12, and I tell you what, that lap that we set is going to be pretty hard to break, because that was a pretty stellar lap from ourselves. I think we might have enough to go one more here. We've been in standard this whole time. I think we need to bing it into high gear on the next lap when we get past, and then see what this car really can do. Give it high, give it hot lap, and give it everything else in between, because I don't think our mate behind us has got an answer for us. I think it's that simple. I don't think he has an answer to anything, really. But we will soon find out, and what I've done is I've put the memory stick back in the PS4, and I needed to take some stuff off the memory stick, so let's put it back in the computer when I can find the hole. I've said that before many a times. And through turn 9 we go now down the back straight with DRS in. Not that the DRS works down this straight. Well, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. And just get rid of a few races. There we go. That is nice and simple. Thank you very much. There you go. That'll free a bit of space there as we come through the last corner. And we're coming to start lap number 15. We have not bunged it into high and rich yet. We're just keeping it as standard and high mix at the moment. And into turn 1 we go now through to... Oh, here comes... who's this? That's Devon Butler. Behind Kevin Magnussen. I think he's going to have a go here at the Mercedes man. He's going to get the job done down into turn... down into turn 1, I think. Yes, he is. That was pretty easy from the young Brit as he passes Kevin Magnussen. And now we are flying into turn 7. Lord knows what that noise was. That noise was something. I don't know a clue. It sounded like a constipated whale or seal or something like that. Not that I'm saying anyone I've never heard what a constipated seal sounds like. It may sound stupid. It may sound nice. I don't know. If you do know what a constipated seal sounds like, please feel free to keep that to yourself. As K-Mag thinks about the outside of Devon Butler. Come on, K-Mag. Get the job done, mate. I don't want this smug, pompous British you-know-what in that position anymore. And smug, pompous British dickhead has been passed by Kevin Magnussen, and that is P6 for the Dane. We might come and lap some cars here because they're woefully slow around the back of the circuit. I believe that's Stroll and Giovinazzi. How's that move to Toro Rosso working out there for you, Lance? Yeah, I didn't think it worked too well for you. Tell you what though, I'm liking one car in particular. I'm liking one car definitely. So we'll keep an eye on that car. We may make a move before the end of the season finishes. We may not. I don't know. But yeah, down the back straight we go, and into turn number 10. I nearly called that turn 1. Why did I nearly call that turn 1? I haven't got a clue. But we're now in rich mix and we're saving the ERS again. Lewis is coming, but I don't think he's going to get there in time, folks. As we come through the chicane for the penultimate time, we're going to come around the last corner, start the last lap. Are we going to bung it into high mix or not? Nope, it looks like we're just going to go rich and none for the rest of this lap. I think our job is done. It's a case of save everything as best you can and get to Monaco, where it won't do too badly if you ask me. But through turn 3 we go, and now down to turn 4. Get it nicely pinched into turn 4. Okay, we're a second slower, but who really cares? Who really cares, folks, hey? We've already got our fastest lap. It just needs us to stay where we are, and we're going to bring home another max points day. And Lewis Hamilton is going to have no answer to what we've done. He didn't make any other attempts to come past us. He didn't make any other attempts to even get near us. We're now bunging it in lean mix. Save the engine. 1.3 back to Hamilton. He's not going to be 1.3 faster than us in this last sector. It's rather been a rather boring and serene Grand Prix. It has been rather boring, rather sedate. But we won't matter about that as we come out the chicane for the final time through the last corner as well. See that over there? Yay! Oh, yes.
Just amazing. Well done.
We're not going to talk about how we crossed the line there. Let's keep that between ourselves, YouTube.
That was brilliant stuff from Racing Point today. What a superb victory. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. All increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, I certainly didn't have any complaints with Kevin Magnussen's performance today. Incredible driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Racing Point continue to run away with it out in front. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Yeah, let's keep that between us. That crash didn't happen. We tried to get a bit fancy crossing the line, but yeah, we won. That's all that matters, is us picking up the win from Lewis Hamilton, who didn't even get close to us, folks. Charles Leclerc in first. Sergio brings home a good finish for 4th place. Then Bottas, Magnussen, Butler, Hulkenberg, Albon with some more points for Williams, fair play. And Sebastian Vettel, P10. And one for DNF. Kimi Raikkonen, who was woefully slow. Oh well, we better go see Claire then, hadn't we?
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win?
I think it was a very comfortable win. And I think that's all got to go down to the car's updated durability, really.
Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top.
Ever any doubt? Lewis's car was good, but you know, mine was better.
We all underestimated you, didn't we?
Yes, you did. You underestimated me, and you underestimated the team as well.
That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will play out?
It'll be a battle of the ages, and I will take the crown. Yes, I will.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thank you. He's a dick. He's a dick, I'll tell you that now. Hope Simon doesn't see this. I'm going to borrow some of his strawberry water, because I need a drink there. But both rivalries won, heading into to Monaco. Excuse me a second. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. 900 resource points. Nearly 1,500 to play with. Jolly good. We can get some upgrades on this car, perhaps from Monaco.
Great work this weekend. It was fantastic to see you up on that podium.
Thank you.
Looks like one of your rivals is also going to
I'm doing that one.
historical event. If you choose to take
Sorry,
part,
2007 Ferrari of Michael Kimi Raikkonen, but we're doing this 2009 Brawn GP when we get down to it. So let's go have a look, see what we can buy. I don't know what we can buy. We might be able to buy something, but I don't think it'll be much heading into Canada. In fact, it might even a strange. Right, let's have a look. So we could get 2 aero updates, but I fancy getting all this chassis. Ooh yeah. But I also fancy this durability at the same time. So perhaps we could modify this and get... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get the energy MGU-H maybe. Yeah, let's get the MGU-H. Definitely got the turbocharger. We'll get the MGU-H as well. Get them on the car for Monaco. So we're not going to bring in any upgrades per se, but you know, we're bringing something. That's good enough. I think, to be honest, the chassis, we need to wait for the chassis till about Canada, get it on the car. But the fact that Haas are now overtaken us, and we've gone ahead Mercedes, that's interesting. That engine looks like it's on its way out, so that's for darn sure. But guys, if you did like the video, let's get 10 likes for this video. And starting tomorrow, NASCAR Heat 4, subscribe for that. But you got F1 2019, you got Snooker 19, you got WRC 7, you got other live streams when they come available throughout the week. You got loads of content to choose from. You don't have to like one, just like some of them. And until next time, when we race around the streets of Monte Carlo, take care everyone. Ta-ta for now.